I have it recording now. Okay, so hopefully a few more people hop on. If not, that's okay. They can rewatch the recording. If I have to mute and go yell at my children because they're out there and nobody else is home, bear with me on that. Okay, so recognition. We don't typically do like a mid-month meeting, so it's kind of fun that I get to like video record recognition on a few things. So Green by 15, we have quite a few. We've got Laura A, Erin, Jen, Laura L, Lisa S, who is on the call, who also, huge recognition, just earned a spot called Sitting with the Stars at conference. She gets to sit with our senior executive director, Kristen, up at the front, which is super fun. I got to do that last year, and oh my gosh, it's just like, you just sit there, and it's true, like sitting with the stars, you're just like starstruck next to all these big wigs. So I'm super excited for you. And then we have Avanel, Esther, Vicky P, Deborah, Brandy, Chelsea Ray, Jennifer R, Madison, Vanessa, Lori, Lisa K. You guys are all Green by 15. And with the incentives that I offer, I just wanted to kind of announce who's got level 1 and level 2. So if some people didn't see my post, I was super late on posting this, you guys. I'm sorry. My July is like crazy getting ready for conference and just a bunch of other stuff in my life. But I updated the incentive for this month that's personally from me. So every month will continue to be when you submit $500 in sales, you'll get that little PC logo. It'll probably be different every month. I'm sorry if you get the same one, but not sorry because you can still make whatever you want with it. But it's a little logo. It'll either be a sticker or an iron-on decal that you can put on whatever you'd like. And then level 2 this month, I switched up kind of. So when you submit $12.50 in sales, you guys will all be entered to win an exclusive bag, which I wish I had it down here with me, but it's upstairs and I'm not going to go get it. But the picture is on our team page, and it's one of the bags that I got in Hawaii. So it's very exclusive. Only like the incentive earners last year got them. I just so happened to get an extra one because of, well, I'll be honest, they gave me the wrong bag in Hawaii. I was like, oh my gosh, this bag's so cute. And I'm walking around and then I see one and I'm like, but wait, that person's bag says Elite on it. Mine is supposed to say Elite. So I got another one that had Elite on it and they never took the other one. So I'm going to gift it to one of you guys who is a rock star this month. So there's that. And then the bag, so 2 people so far have earned the entry into that, which is Vanessa and Chelsea Ray. And 3 of you have earned level 1, which is the PC logo, which is Laura A, Jen Shirley, and Laura L. And then the bags that Pampered Chef is offering, woohoo, both of the Chelseas on our team have earned it, and so has Vanessa, which is just $7.50 in sales. And I know there's a couple of you who are like super, super close to hitting that. So it's really exciting. And they just announced the new bags that you can get when you submit $7.50 in August as well. So that's super exciting. I love all the bags. I don't know why, because I never really go anywhere, but they're just super cute and I love to have them because they're exclusive. So yeah, moving on. Okay, so I kind of wanted to talk about the header in our team meeting event. So I saw that and I crossed out A Lifetime of Meals and Memories starts here, and I crossed it out and put with us because I want all of us to realize that with our businesses, we are, hold on one second, my screen is being super weird. Okay, so we have the chance to make a difference in people's kitchens. And I feel like sometimes we get away from that as far as we are just trying to sell and we're trying to make an income and we're just trying all these things which is great, but going back to what Doris wants is she wants us, who is our founder, I hope everybody knows that Doris is the founder of our company. She wants us in people's kitchens, and with us pretty much all being virtual, we got to find a unique way to do that. And so today or tonight, wherever you're at, it's evening, probably really late in some places. like Vanessa. So I kind of wanted to show a few things. Oh, sorry. My mother-in-law's calling me. Like, what do we utilize and how do we do it? So a few things, like obviously utilize the host special, because we're going to want to put something in front of people that they're like, okay, I really want that. And it's super discounted. And that's a great way to get into people's kitchens and houses and computers, I guess, what you would say, because we're all virtual. And then our products. So some of us don't have like all the products in the catalog, which is fine. Like I still don't even have all the products in the catalog. But one thing I will say is using your products, like I'll give an example right now because she's on. Laura Atkinson is like a rock star when it comes to going live and showing the products. Like, you shake your head no, but you are. And that is one of the reasons that she has been one of the highest sellers on our team for a while, because she gets her face out there and she gets in parties and she's active and she's there and people see her. And actually, like this last couple of weeks, I've thought of you every time I've gone live, because I'm like, I need to be more like Laura, because you kind of get in this like, not a funk, but you get comfortable in doing something specific, and then it almost like hits you with a light bulb. Like I actually had a gal today say, this is the first time it's ever happened, guys, in 2 years. But this gal asked me, she goes, so is everything going on right now the party, or is there like, are you going to go live and demo stuff? Because I have people asking me like when the party starts. And I'm like, interesting. Like, obviously this is the first time it's happened, but it clicked where I'm like, people want to see me. They want to see the products. They want to see me using them. Videos of, I mean, our marketing imagery has lots of stuff, lots of videos that you can use if a specific product is being asked for that you don't necessarily have, but use what you do have, because we all bought kits, you guys. So we all have at least a few items, and they don't have to be MVP player items like the quick cooker or the rock crock, even though all of the kits come with that rock crock pan. Unless you were part of like a special incentive month that didn't come with it, but I don't honestly think any of our people have had that. Oh, you did, Lisa?
Mine's the summer one.
Oh.
Go ahead. I get the $39 kit with the pasta maker, the microwave pasta cooker. So I didn't get any of the big stuff.
I think that is like an MVP player in anybody's kitchen, especially people who do a lot of microwave cooking. So, I mean, they definitely don't, even on like those months where they give us those special kits, they definitely give us an item that we can showcase. And it's like, because they're gearing a lot more towards virtual parties because they know a lot of people are doing them. So they're trying to help us, and hopefully soon enough they'll be rolling out some stuff for more of the virtual side.
So I haven't figured out how to use it.
Hold on. What, Laura, were you saying something?
So I was going to say, like, your customers, they really don't know what you have and what you don't have. So they're assuming by you showing these products that, you know, you have them. They don't really know that you will maybe only have 1 or 2 items.
Yeah. What, Lisa, did you want to say something too?
Oh, I was just saying that I've tried to use the microwave pasta maker. I can't figure it out. It boils over and I burn myself every time. So I go live with the batter mixer when I do brownies, but I know that that's a great product for me to try and show. I can't figure it out. For the life of me. So it's back in the box.
I wonder, maybe give home office a call and talk to their field support and see if they have any like suggestions. Maybe, I don't know, off the top of my head, I'm thinking maybe it's the power setting on your microwave. Maybe it's too hot. Maybe it's not hot enough.
Well, the lid doesn't stay on. The lid doesn't stay on. So it doesn't have a seal. And I figured it should, but it's really loose. It just comes off. So
it shouldn't have a seal, but it shouldn't be coming off like that. So I would definitely give home office a call, because they'll probably say that it's either a faulty or just like a mishap, and they'll probably replace it for you.
Okay, I'll give them a call tomorrow.
Mine definitely doesn't fall off. So yeah.
I can't grab it. So I'm like, I don't know how to get it out. out of there, and I burn myself every time. So I've got some great stuff. So I'm gonna try. So I did make a video with the pasta maker off of our graphics. I made a video of, you've seen my videos, so I did do that because it is a great item.
Yeah, and I might actually have you share in like our team page one of these days, like all about what you're using, because it's Ripple, right, is the app that you're using. So she uses an app called Ripple, and she makes her own videos, and they're just like, they're almost don't quote me on this, or is it more like slideshow-ish? So it kind of fades in and fades out. It's really neat. She's done a lot of cool videos with it. Yeah. So so I'm going to screen share real quick. Hold on 1 second. I wanted to show you a few updates that they have done. Oh my gosh, if I can figure out my computer. I just got a new Mac in the last couple of weeks, you guys, and so Zoom is like interesting. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Yes? Okay, so I'm sure for those of you who actually use our marketing imagery, like, have you guys all seen the new updated area that they're kind of gearing towards, like the newer version of our website? So with this, I'm really excited because I feel like on the old one, it was like you had to scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and find stuff. I mean, you could type stuff in, but you literally had to go to like social and then all and then search stuff. And now here, we've got the actual search bar up here. But I also found stuff in here. I don't know if it's like brand new. I don't think it is. But I found stuff in here that I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited that I found this. One of the things is, let's see, recipes. So I decided this month that I'm going to, every single week, I'm going to go live and do like a recipe or a live demo or something. But I'm going to give my audience the option to like choose. So I'm going to give like 2 or 3 options of recipes, and then I'm going to go live the following day with that recipe, or maybe 2 days later so I can prepare for it. But the one thing that I didn't, and you guys might laugh at me because you'll be like, well, I've known about that for a while, but they actually give us flyers. And so let's just do this one, for example. So on these flyers, it shows them the recipe and everything. So this would be geared more towards like in-home, because if you scroll down, you can actually see the impress the guests, and it like gives you tips on what to do if it were like an in-home show, which you could use in a virtual party as well, especially if you're going to do a live demo. But the thing I love about this is it shows you on the right-hand side what tools you need, instead of just right here having it highlighted, because on some of our cards, like it's highlighted, but having it actually pictured and being able to show the people the product, like, I don't know, I'm a very visual person. Like, does that look better to you guys? And you'd be like, oh, I like seeing the product instead of just reading the product. So I got really excited, like probably overly excited. And I downloaded all these, and I even cropped them into photos on my phone. And I have a whole album with, I think there's like 49 recipes. So I'm hoping that by the end of the year, well, maybe not the end of the year. I don't know how many weeks are left in the year, but I'm going to do one recipe every single week. And I'm really excited because, if I can get back to it,
Danny, not only that, having those on the side like that, especially with our virtual parties, I bet is a good way to sell the products too.
Yeah. And that's one of the main things, because it looks like the way Pampered Chef did them, it just looks so clean, neat, and it's very minimal. It's a recipe that is on one sheet instead of a recipe that you're reading in like a book where it's scrolling, like not scrolling, but like flipping pages. I mean, how many of you actually have like the super old school cookbooks? I mean, I have some, but they're like just sitting in a cabinet somewhere. But
I've got several, and then in my mother's will, I have a whole cabinet full.
But I mean, some of the recipe books, you sit there and you're like looking at the recipes, and it's like 2 or 3 pages. It's crazy. So I love that these are super clean and they're fun. And they're simple. I love that they're simple. And some of them, yes, like this one right here I'm looking at, and it has a ton of products on here, but like people know that they don't actually have to have every single one of these, because everyone probably has something similar to some of these products, except maybe like the manual food processor, because I think that's like super unique to us. But they have things like, if they don't have that specific item, they don't have to have that whole list. Like, people can get creative, but some people are going to want the, like, I keep saying the MVP tools of these recipes. And so that's one way that I'm going to try to get bookings, because if somebody sees a product that I'm using, like just last night, I don't know if you guys all saw, but I went live with my daughter and we were decorating. I did the dessert pizza on our double burner griddle. And I had gone, I don't think I went live. Maybe I just did some pictures the prior night that I did a meat crust pizza on the same pan. And so I even had a consultant comment on it that said, I had no idea that pan could go in the oven. So I'm like, these are things that people don't realize that they can use these items for. Like, get creative with the products that you have. You don't have to use your product for the specific use that it was intended for. I mean, I honestly don't think our double burner griddle pan was supposed to be used for meat pizza crust, but I got creative and I did it. And now people are asking me for the recipe for the meat crust. So the more creative you get, the more audience you're going to get, and people are going to be more engaged. And what we know about Facebook is the more engagement on your posts, the more people are going to see them. But let me see. And then they also, so the great thing about this is they have the flyer, and then they also have, you'll probably have to search for it, but say, okay, so here's the flyer for the strawberry cheesecake dip. Here's a great marketing image to put out there before you share the recipe. So like, let me just go ahead and show you guys real quick. Let's go to Canva. So here's another tip is if you guys, so with the whole Facebook thing that had been going on, honestly, you guys, it has completely like slowed down. I don't know anybody right now who is in Facebook jail. So if you're in Facebook jail, let me know, because I really don't think that's an issue right now. I know a lot of people have switched over to Facebook business pages, but I also, and I say this with a super grain of salt, like, don't get overly excited when I say this. There are some people who are still running their parties through their personal page, and they are fine now. I am going to continue running my parties through my business page only because that is up to community standards. They do not want us running our parties through our personal pages anymore. They don't want us selling. They don't want us doing any of that kind of stuff. If you do, great, that's fine. But me personally, like, I do anywhere from 5 to 7 parties a week. Like, I can't risk getting thrown in jail again. So like right here, I created, this is going to be my image for like my poll. So when I post this, I'm probably either going to post it tonight or tomorrow. What is today? Is today Wednesday? Yeah, today's Wednesday. So I'll probably post it tonight so that I can do it tomorrow. Fingers crossed. But I just used the marketing images and I made them my own, and then I did all this. So this is what's going to also be keeping us out of Facebook jail, is creating your own images. Yes, Pampered Chef gives us great images to use, but I highly, highly suggest to twist them and make them your own, except for the Disney ones, obviously, because we cannot edit, alter, or add anything to them, which is a bummer, but I get it. So do you guys use any apps like this? Does anybody use Canva? Yes, no. Charlie says yes.
I use something. I think mine's called Editor Pro.
Okay. Do you like that one? I've never heard of that one, but
It's stuff. I mean, well, I'm electronically challenged, so I'm still trying to learn how to use apps.
So what's funny is I was actually just telling Lisa about this 2 nights ago, is I mentioned Canva, and she was like, oh, I can't figure it out. It's awful. Like, I just can't figure it out. And I asked her if she was using a phone or computer, and she told me her phone. I can hardly stand using Canva on my phone because it is so different. But on a computer, it is so much easier laid out, like adding things. I think the features are very limited from a phone, but as you can see here, I've got just a ton of stuff that I've like created. This is where I do all of our team cover photos. I made all of my, like I made this one for a post that I was posting about the wine tumblers, like, would you choose coffee, wine, or cocktails, or all three when using a insulated tumbler? It's just super eye-catching. So not that the ones that they create for us aren't, but when people start seeing the same one all over Facebook, because I'm sure some of us have similar friends as other consultants, and then it just gets out of control. So I highly suggest doing this as well, because it does catch people's eyes a little bit more on your personal page or your business page, which also draws in your audience and makes you desirable and approachable, and that's how we get bookings, right? What else did I want to show you? Did you guys all see the stir this week? There was, I'm getting a lot of blank stares, so I'm going to say no. Let me go there. I had watched a video and it almost inspired me. Well, it did inspire me, and that's why I'm talking to you guys about it. But I'm going to go ahead and let you guys watch the video. It's like a little snippet, 3-minute video of a director who shared what she's doing, which is probably going to repeat some of the stuff I said, but I was repeating what she said. Let me know. Can you guys nod your head? Can you hear that? Yes.
Hi, everyone. My name is Danielle Rudner, and I'm coming to you from Brandon, Florida. I wanted to share with you 3 tips on how to get bookings using the July Host Specials. Check out the amazing grilling products. Okay, so tip number 1, use the products so that way you really love them. Because, of course, if you love something, you're going to tell everyone about it. So make sure you're using them so you can really bring that passion through into selling the product. So make sure you use them and you share why you love them. Be sure to educate yourself on the upcoming specials so you can know what your focus is for the month. Feature recipes that you make at home and that use those items as well. So maybe this month for the grilling special, you're going to show up the recipes that you're using, the double grill pan or your single grill pan, or you can't see it the way my camera is, but I've got the rock crock in the background. And so make sure that you're really using the items and you're featuring recipes that use them. Tip number 2 is make sure that you paint a picture with the grill products that are featured in July's Host Special. So what that means, it is important
I just got your guys' thing. I muted. So if I muted, you guys couldn't hear all that? Oh my gosh. I know. I just looked at my, how far in did I mute? I muted because
Pretty much all of it.
all of it? Oh my God. Do you guys want me to replay it? There is such great info in it. Like I'm sitting here just like getting excited again, just rewatching it. It's only a 3-minute video.
You're such a nerd.
That's so awful. And I didn't want to click up on the chat because, yeah. Do you guys want me to hit replay?
Just watch it again.
I won't mute this time. Yes?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
And I thought I was tired.
Hi, everyone. My name is Danielle Rudner, and I'm coming to you from Brandon, Florida. I wanted to share with you 3 tips on how to get bookings using the July Host Specials. Check out the amazing grilling products. Okay, so tip number 1, use the products so that way you really love them. Because, of course, if you love something, you're going to tell everyone about it. So make sure you're using them so you can really bring that passion through into selling the product. So make sure you use them and you share why you love them. Be sure to educate yourself on the upcoming specials so you can know what your focus is for the month. Feature recipes that you make at home and that use those items as well. So maybe this month for the grilling special, you're going to show up the recipes that you're using, the double grill pan or your single grill pan, or you can't see it the way my camera is, but I've got the rock crock in the background. And so make sure that you're really using the items and you're featuring recipes that use them. Tip number 2 is make sure that you paint a picture with the grill products that are featured in July's Host Special. So what that means, it is important because people want to see they want to see themselves using the products in their own kitchen. So make sure you're talking about how they can meal prep with it. Maybe you're talking about how they can use it for their dinners. Maybe they might see how it will put some ease in their mealtime routine. Create a picture so clear that they see themselves in it. You have to learn to sell the sizzle and not the steak. And what that means is you're not just selling how, like, on my live video I just did, we make burgers, right? So I didn't talk about just how we're going to make cheeseburgers. I talked about how this is used in your everyday life. So maybe you're talking about how, oh my goodness, you'll love the grill pan. What do you make at your house for dinner? Do you make burgers or salmon or chicken? Did you know you can cook your chicken in just 3 minutes each side? Your pork chops come out amazingly juicy in just 3 minutes each side. So are you selling the sizzle and not the steak? Not just the one specific use, but how they can use it every day. Make sure you share the value of the pan, and that you tell them that instead of being $2.90 this month, they can get it for just $116. So make sure you use those numbers. And I like to say next month you can get that double grill pan instead of being $2.90, it's just $116. So let's find a week that works for you. All right, tip number 3 is go live. Now you see me right here. I'm in the kitchen. I just got done with the live. Actually, my son is helping me. He's scooping out watermelon. You see we've got a nice big bowl of it here. But go live and use the products that you use in your house. We literally were making cheeseburgers. So I went live on my page and talked about how to make cheeseburgers with a double grill pan. Talk about the products that you love. Be genuine. Be authentic. And remember, you don't have to be perfect. So my kids are in the videos. Sometimes they're running around and making noise. Sometimes the dog is barking. Sometimes there's a fight. People love to see that you're just a normal person and that you're not trying to follow a perfect script. I hope these tips help get your July calendar full, and happy booking.
Was that better, guys? Now that you can actually hear it. So the thing that I got excited about what she had said was that I think sometimes the fear in our head of going live is the fear of needing to be perfect and needing everything to go as planned. And if we're being honest, like nothing's ever going to be like that. Nothing, I mean, that's what movies and actors and all of that do. Like we are real people. We want to show people who we are and what we're doing with our stuff. So I don't know. Am I being silly? Did you guys kind of get excited about everything that she was talking about? You guys are cracking me up right now. Nope, not excited. Move on, Danny. Okay.
I No, what I was going to say though, because I have the quick cooker, that was what I bought that summer special in May.
Mm-hmm.
And because Curtis has been bugging me to make a cheesecake, I went crazy with the points that the Pampered Chef dollars that I got, and I got every single accessory that goes with it. So I think what I'm going to do is like try to figure out, I mean, how, like, I got to learn how to do like where you can slice videos. So it like will show you prepping, and then it kind of bumps you or fast forwards on to when you're putting, you know, all the shit in the thing. And then it starts the time, you know, and then it's like, oh, look at that, magically it's done, you know. But I don't know how to like slice videos like that yet. But I'm gonna try to figure that out, and I want to do that with making a cheesecake.
That would be
Maybe
amazing.
like the deviled eggs.
Mm-hmm. So there are apps out there specifically for that. Trying to think off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure I had an app downloaded that did that, because I actually did like a video compilation for Kristen last year at one of our directors retreats, and I like pieced together all of us directors, like we had talking points and we kind of pieced them together. So there are apps out there for that. There's also a social media marketing imagery video like training somewhere. I cannot remember where exactly it's at, but now I'm going to look for it. I'm even going to write it down. Because there is training out there. You can also, like, I'm a Google junkie. Like, if I need to find something out, I literally just, like, type my question into Google and scroll until I find what I'm looking for.
I do that with YouTube.
Yes. No, I mean, the internet's a crazy thing, right?
No, we saved ourselves $800 from having somebody come clean our swimming pool by YouTube.
Yep. I fixed my own dryer one time because I YouTubed it. Like, my husband was super impressed. I was impressed, to be honest. I for sure thought we were going to need to get a new dryer at the end of it, but nope. We still have that same dryer. I was going to say something, and now I totally forgot what it was. Oh, I remember. Okay, so this week I had been working on something. I kind of talked to a few of my ladies last Saturday about it. I think Vanessa was one that had asked for it. I finally sat down and typed out like my weekly, like what I do every day, whether it's host coaching, like just my everyday, what I do with my parties as far as like bookings, recruiting messages, like all of that, and how it looks throughout my party. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick, and then I'll share my screen again. I'm going to share it in the team page too, but I figured since you guys are on here, I can kind of share it with you. Maybe. Okay. Because I feel like you guys have, is that something you guys want to see? Yes, okay. Everybody's so quiet. Okay. Share. Okay, so I kind of wrote it out. So my weekly routine, I added kind of plugs in here as well, as far as, because I know not all of us are strictly on booking, we want to recruit as well. So I have just everything kind of typed out in this little thing. I personally don't, I had to ask Trisha if I was like putting enough in, because I didn't want to put too much in and have you guys be like, that's way too much, or too little and be like, yeah, we need more. So if you guys need more, let me know, because I could definitely put more in it as far as details on what I do every week, every day. But most of you already know that I create my parties on Fridays. That's when I start all my host coaching, because you guys see that my host coaching starts every Friday. But there's a method to my madness on every single little thing I do. So when I give my host a save the date on a Friday, I make sure that when they post it, I am going and I am following that post, because one, you can see basically how the party might even turn out and be like, oh my gosh, you have all these people already interested, like this party is going to be amazing. But that's also a way to reach out to them and be like, oh my gosh, you have so many people who are excited about your party. Have you ever thought of doing something like Pampered Chef? I would love to help you not only earn host rewards, but get the commissions from it as well. And that could be a plug for the first time you ask them about the business. And obviously, if they say no, then you move on and you keep going with their party. So it's basically just all these things. The highlighted section is like the things that I would say. And there's booking scripts in here because I typically start sending booking messages on the first day of the party. But I don't send a message to someone until they have accepted my friend request. So if you guys are wondering like timing on everything, I mean, there's always going to be different instances where you can obviously reach out sooner or later, but I strategize my party to where I create the party on Friday. And for some of you, this is probably super repeat and you've heard it all over a million times, but we're going to have some new people who are watching the recording, so I want to make sure to say it. So I create my parties on Fridays. I send the save the date or have my host post the save the date. I give them Friday, Saturday, and pretty much all day Sunday where I'm making them build their guest list, where I'm saying, okay, you've sent the 25 messages, personal messages, go ahead and send 25 more, but also go ahead and just basically like the cold call, just cold invite anywhere from 100 to 150 people. This will give us a chance for people to join the party, and if they don't want to, they don't have to. There's no harm, no foul, all this stuff. So we're hoping that by Sunday night, when I start posting in the party, that there's going to be anywhere from 20, 30, 40, hopefully even more. But we all know that Facebook is kind of sensitive lately, so our guest lists aren't as high as typically they are. So we do all that. And then from Sunday through Tuesday, I'm not posting a ton, obviously. I'm just posting the tidbits of how the party is going to work. I'm probably going to start adding a few extra posts in there just for a little added engagement, because the more we engage with our guests prior to the party actually starting, the better chance that we're going to get to know them and have them accept our friend request earlier on in the party, which gives us more bonding time throughout the party to gain their friendship, their relationship, and then move on from there to get them to book a party with us and so forth, and all the things, right? So this just kind of lays out what I do, some of the words I use, and then there's some tips. If you guys have all seen my like updated host coaching, right? Like I updated it about a month or so ago. I loaded it into the team page, so everybody knows like my host coaching I am using currently. Hopefully, I think I need to go through and make sure that I've like deleted the old one. But my new host coaching has been working amazing. Just in the fact that it's helping our hosts. Sorry, I have this bug that's like flying in my face. It's ridiculous. It's what happens when kids leave doors open and don't shut screen doors. So yeah, if you haven't seen that host coaching, then let me know and I can tag you in it if you can't find it, but it's in the units section. Just browse that. I need to go through and update a few more things in there now that we have some Facebook, like all the updates that have happened. But I will post this. If there's anything else that you guys want from me or want to know, like what I do, how I do it, what I say, anything like that, let me know so I can like type it out. So, because I mean, if you guys are questioning or wanting to know more, 10 to 1, somebody else has the same question. They just haven't asked it or have not wanted to ask me. So no question is too small. It's not silly. I am willing to share anything and everything. After all that, does anybody have any questions before I kind of wrap up? Nope. Okay, so next week I will be pretty much out of the office. A few of us are going to be at conference. Obviously, I'm still here if you need me, but I'm going to be pretty busy the entire time I'm there. And I'm still going to try to run my parties. So doing like team stuff, host stuff, and then conference stuff is going to be just crazy. So utilize our team page, please. Reach out to anybody who's probably not at conference. Jen just offered her help. So if anybody needs any questions answered or anything like that, go ahead and reach out to her. If it's like an absolute emergency, I mean, I won't be able to really tell through Facebook Messenger if it's like an absolute emergency, but what you could do is you could reach out to Jen. Jen could just call me, or like you could call me on Facebook Messenger. If I see that you're like calling me on Facebook Messenger, I know it's like an absolute like, Danny, I need you now. So feel free to do that. But yes, I will pretty much be like non-existent because we're also running the opportunity event next week. So that's also being added onto our plate. So if you're not part of that opportunity event in the work from home page, let me know. I can tag you in the post that I did on our team page. That is a group for all of you to add any of your potential recruits. Anybody you're talking to, anybody you want to know more about the business, like filter them into that group because we're going to do a behind the scenes thing next week.
I have someone signing up this week.
Woohoo! That's amazing. Is that number 3 or 4? 3? Yay! You are going to be on your way to director, lady. So exciting.
If I can get one of them to get her booty in gear. It was a party, but the host hasn't locked down a date. So, and then my other one that just signed up, she's got 2 while we're at conference. And then this one just had a party that ended last night, and she's signing up by the end of this week. So
Awesome.
she's got some parties on the books for August. So I think it'll be good.
That's awesome. Yep. So I also just wanted to touch base. Like, I know July is probably like everybody's riding the struggle bus. Just know that you guys are not alone in that struggle. Summer months are hard for us because people are out having fun. They don't have extra spending money. Some of them just really don't want to be on social media because it's beautiful outside and they want to enjoy the weather. So, but don't give up. There's always somebody out there who's going to book a party. And if you guys can't book them right now, book them for later. Don't just let them hang and be like, okay, well, you didn't book with me now. Like, I'll check back in later. Try to lock down that date for a later month, because come September 1st, that is when our brand new products launch. And from September through December are our insane busy months. Like, you guys, record selling months. I think my first year in the business, I had like a almost $10,000 month in sales. And it's just, I mean, there's people in the business that do that on the regular, but they're a little more hardcore. But there's also a gal, I should reach out and ask her like what her selling average is for the fall, because her typical selling average is like anywhere from 30 to 40,000 in a regular month. So I can't even imagine what her selling points are during the holidays. So she's #goals, you guys. But yes, so fall is coming. New products are coming. I'm so excited. Everybody who earned the fall free for all products, we should be getting them mid-August or the first week of August. I was hoping we would get some of them sooner, but it's probably not going to happen because.
Yeah, my email said it would be mailed out the beginning of July, what we earned in May. And then it said that the stuff we earned in June would be middle of August or end of July, beginning of August.
Yeah, I think they probably jumped the gun on that because they don't want us necessarily having, because we haven't done the product launch yet. So like company-wide. So if we got the products before we did that, then it wouldn't make sense. And they usually announce them at conference, which is super exciting. So yeah, we should all know by the end of conference what the new products are. So hopefully the end of next week. I mean, I know we who are going to conference will know, but I'm not 100% on when you guys will all know. Because I don't like spilling the beans. I like the anticipation and making you guys wait. I'm kidding. Sorry.
You're so mean.
I know. My sister, I said that for you, Jen, because she's like, can you just go live when they're, and I'm like, no. Nope. Sorry. That's a privilege of conference. But yes. Okay. Any last minute questions before we hop off? Nope. Cool beans. All right. Well, I will upload everything to the team page tonight. And yeah, I will talk to you guys later. And I hope that sparked something in you to go get a few. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I challenge every single one of you to go get at least one party booked, one more party booked for next week. Good? Yeah? Let's do
For
it.
next week,
Yeah.
I don't want to run a party. I don't want to run a party while we're at conference.
It's not comfortable running a party during conference, but everybody else can.
I'll book one for when we get back.
Yes.
I'll book it for that week. Okay.
All right. Well, I will talk to you guys later.